Hi guys, I'm Abhi. I'm a junior at UC Berkeley studying computer science. I'm really excited to be starting this YouTube channel. And I think one of the main reasons why I'm starting this YouTube channel is because I want to put myself outside of the comfort zone and actually face the fear of, being in front of a camera and saying some sense. The second reason is because I feel over the years I've been lucky to have some mentors who've played a big role in my life, from whom I've learned some key life lessons, and even from my friends, family, and a bunch of other people, which has actually helped me become a much happier, fulfilled person. The third reason why I'm starting this YouTube channel is because I feel adding value to other people's lives is also very fulfilling. So if I can just add even the minutest amount of value to your lives, I think I would have accomplished my mission, because that would be a very fulfilling task for me. I'm not claiming to be some life guru, some life coach, but what I am claiming is that I think I would be able to offer some valuable key starting points, which might be good for you to explore and good for you to figure out yourselves. And as we know, each one of us is figuring life out. None of us has it all figured out. So I think that's a good disclaimer to put before I delve into the content. Okay, so to start off with today's video, today I'm going to focus on the big decisions, the key factors, the big ideas that one should have in their lives, which will make taking the smaller decisions, the smaller day-to-day actions much easier as compared to if you did not have the big ideas, the big principles, the big decisions in place. And the reason I feel that that is more valuable is because the how is more important than the where. You see, goals, which are the destination, the where, can always be changing. But what does not change is the driver, the internal motivator, the set of key principles that would guide your approach or response to every external outcome. And therefore, I feel the how is much more important than the where. So, with that said, today I'm just going to talk about the 5 key principles that I find to be really valuable and something that has really helped me as a person. Number 1, life is for learning. And yes, as cliched as it sounds, I feel that the secrets of life are actually hidden behind the cliches. And when I say life is for learning, what I essentially really mean is that everything, every situation, every interaction, every setting is meant to be a learning opportunity. It's just that at times we forget to derive the learning out of literally anything and think that learning is only in the classroom or learning is only restricted to a technical subject. That's simply not true. In my experience, I've found that learning soft skills, learning people skills, learning how to talk to people, learning about music, learning about the next TV show that I'm going to watch has all been extremely valuable to me as a person, as opposed to just learning and sitting inside a classroom. So that's one. The second thing is never estimate your self-worth with material scorecards, specifically wealth or money. And yes, again, as cliched as it sounds, I'm sorry about that. What I'm offering is an alternative, which is simply that you should seek a richness of experiences, not a richness of wealth. Because I find that the latter is often unidimensional, and that one-dimensional approach to life can actually skew your happiness to the negative end and may not lead to as much happiness as a more wholesome, fulfilled, content life wherein you have the wealth of experiences, travel, meeting friends, ideas, and so on and so forth will. So therefore I feel that the wealth of experiences for learning is much more important than the tangible wealth per se. The third thing is to always be in gratitude. And I think that being in gratitude and being thankful for the littlest things has really helped me become a very happy person. So for example, when I'm doing a CS problem and when I don't get it, even after hours of staying at it, I'm actually not demotivated. I'm actually really happy because I know that there is an opportunity for me to learn and there is so much more in life that I can learn. So I think that this approach kind of aligns with the first 2 principles that I've talked about, wherein I'm seeking the richness of experiences, wherein I'm also always trying to lead a life of learning, and the third principle, which is always being in gratitude for whatever situation is in front of me. And I think that that approach is actually really helpful and helps me become a more fulfilled, happier person because I'm not chasing any tangible reward. Yes, the grade is important, but I'm not chasing that per se. What I'm chasing is learning, and what I'm chasing is the richness of experiences. And I'm grateful for being in a situation that allows me to pursue those both things. I remember that at one point I even had a failure resume, which was an acknowledgement of all the internships I got rejected from, all the colleges that I didn't get into, all the skills that I didn't have. And the reason I found that useful was because it always reminded me of the things that I can learn, of the experiences that I can seek. And at the same time, it also made me grateful of the opportunities and the chances that I have to learn all these things. And I think that in our lives, we always have opportunities or situations or events that we can be thankful for. And yes, it's easier said than done, but I think if we make a concerted effort that I will never let my happiness or my fulfillment come down, I think it's a great way to lead a fulfilled life. The fourth principle is that when you enter any situation, enter with the intent of what can I give rather than what can I take. And I think just this mere shift from, having the clear mindset of what's in it for me to what's in it for me to provide or for me to give has really helped me become a much more fulfilled, content person with myself. Because be it any interaction with my friend, be it any social setting, I'm always trying to identify the place or an event where I can contribute, which allows me to see opportunities from where I could learn, from where I could grow, and in which I could contribute. And I think that is a much more fulfilling experience than when I say, what's in it for me? Why do I need to go to this event? Why do I need to help out that friend? And so on and so forth. Because at the end of the day, giving is what will give you actually the sustained amount of fulfillment, and taking is what will give you the short amount of pleasure, which may not be as sustainable. Lastly, I think this is something that has been the most impactful for me and something that I really want to practice. I think that let love, service, and mastery be your core drivers rather than money, fame, and power. What I mean by that is that in life, we should pursue any task, we should do any chore, we should always approach any situation with the intent of, yes, that is an opportunity for me to provide some love. Yes, that is an opportunity for me to give something, to serve someone. And yes, that is an opportunity for me that will allow me to become a better version of myself, and that will allow me to excel at that thing, which is essentially love, service, and mastery. And I think those three key disciplines are much more fulfilling and sustainable in the long term than the rewards that you might derive from the short-term pleasure of money, fame, and power. And yeah, it's easier said than done again. And I find myself on a gradient where money, fame, and power are on one end and love, service, and mastery are on the other. But I would try to move myself to the other end. That is something that I'm really trying, and I feel that if I'm able to do this, I will be able to lead a much more fulfilling life. Yeah, so those were the 5 key principles that I found have really impacted my life and have allowed me to become a better version of myself. And I hope that they serve as good starting points for you to also think about your own key life principles. Feel free to share any thoughts that you have. I'll put the links in the description. I'm really looking forward to hearing from all of you guys. So any criticism, any feedback would be really appreciated, because this is my first time doing a YouTube channel, obviously, and I'm really excited to be doing this. I hope this added some value, and looking forward to continuing. Thank you.